sa ating mga pagbasa ngayon from our first reading and the gospel reading simula sa book of wisdom. From our first reading, it speaks about the wisdom that is better than power, and prudent man is better than a powerful man. No? So this is the una sa wisdom ng Diyos na binigay sa atin. Because when you are godly at ang wisdom ng Diyos ang sinusunod mo, you are a better person and a prudent one because you are actually operating in God's wisdom. And ang wisdom is supposed to be a decision to discern or to choose, what is good, what is true, and what is lasting, And people are seeking wisdom, and apart from that, when hindi yan walang Diyos na kasama sa ating pag-seek ng wisdom, we will end up a powerful, arrogant man, and we will be judged, because hindi tayo we did not administer the wisdom of God in our life, So para sayang din ang wisdom ng mundo kung yan ay hindi kasama ang Diyos, Ang kahantungan ng ating quest dito sa mundo na ito. So that is the wisdom to see the difference that and in everything that we do, there is actually God, who is at work in our life, And it is better, than the wisdom of the world, So this is important in our discipleship, in our following of the Lord, Because we want to be better persons, and we want to be a prudent one and a wise one. We know, that the difference, in this world, that apart from God, we are not a better person, And when we are with God, we can administer justice correctly and prudently, and higit sa lahat, may wisdom na kasama sa ating buhay because we know how to deal with the challenges of this world, that we only administer the will of God in our life. So we should not be arrogant. We should not be yung nawawala sa ating sarili because akala natin na puno na tayo ng karunungan, puno na tayo ng we are naluluklok sa position or in a power or in an authority. We can actually discern how to administer goodness and the truth of God in our life, Kasi sa ating mundo ngayon, they are putting so much emphasis on what human can do, apart from God. And yung mga tao na yan na they are researching in their way, and they are actually advancing, the human wisdom na akala nila pwede nang gawing Diyos ang tao, May isang author, o kaya isang tao na nagsusulong nito, and ang kanyang advocacy is Homo Deus, Imbes na Homo sapiens, Homo Deus, that God, that man can be God, and he can hack, the human being, the human DNA, at sabi nila hindi na daw mamamatay ang tao dahil alam na ng tao kung paano how to remain in this world, and they are combining the mechanical with the organic, and yun ay kanilang nagmamayabang na pwede na maging Diyos ang tao, but it is a blasphemy, at ang isang Diyos lamang ang ating there is only one God, and there is only one powerful God, that we can deal in this world, And because of that, we can be destroyed by fire kung magdiyos-diyosan ka, no, sa mundo na ito, no? At you know how God will assassinate those persons, no, na nagdiyos-diyosan sa kanilang buhay. No? Minsan tatamaan ka ng meteor, ng malaking ng bato, no? At wala kang takas, no? And sometimes that is the fire from heaven that is coming on your way. And do not be deceived, no, by this kind of people. Ang ating gagawin is puno tayo ng karunungan na we will be one with God, no, and we will do the will of God in our life. No, because we will be severely punished when we are away from God, no. Tatamaan ka ng meteor, no? You can just imagine. Ang iba naman magtatago sa bunker, but meron pa mga earthquake, no, at kung ano-ano na power na hindi natin makokontrol, no. So that is why it's better to seek, no, what is lasting, what is true, and what is good, and that is we can find it in God. So in our gospel naman for today, it is the healing of the 10 lepers, no? Walang pinilian ito. Ang pagpapagaling ni Kristo sa 10 na mga kitungin, no, na mga tao, but it was only one foreigner that returned to him and thanked him for for the healing that he has received, no? Sabi natin bakit naman ganito, no? Na sa 10 ang pinagaling, isa lamang ang bumalik, no? It's only 10% out of 100%, no? Because siguro they were Jews, no? They were Hebrew people that they sought, no, the priest, no? Pumunta sila sa priest, and after that they returned to a normal life without siguro remembering God in their lives anymore, no? Gusto nila na manumbalik na lang sa normal na takbo ng kanilang buhay at nakalimutan na nila ang Diyos, no? And so, ang ating attitude una is that we should be filled with thanksgiving for the Lord and ang ating pasasalamat at pagbabago ng ating buhay because God has done something beautiful in our life at hindi na tayo manunumbalik pa sa ating dating kagawian, kundi patuloy nating purihin ang Diyos, no, at isasagawa ang kanyang kalooban sa buhay na ito, no. Our attitude should be like this this leper who returned to God, no, thanking Him, no, naglumuhod sa kanyang paanan at nagpapasalamat because God, no, has done something beautiful in his life, no. So the invitation para sa atin na sundin, no, ang tao na ito na nagpapasalamat pa rin sa Diyos, no. Siguro hindi na siya bumalik sa dating kanyang gawi, no, but he was a missionary of God. He was doing the will of God in his life, no? Di ba? Ito ang ating ginagawa. Dapat pag makatanggap tayo ng kabutihan na nanggaling sa Diyos, when we receive healing, when we are restored to our own to our health, no? When we are restored to the society that we long to be in with, no? Ang ating gagawin is proclaim God's wondrous deeds in your life, no? Siguro pagkatapos ng ating lockdown, we should not only aspire to go back to our own dating gawi, but we thank God, no? Magpapasalamat pa rin tayo sa Diyos at hingiin pa rin ang kanyang awa at pagbabasbas sa buhay na ito, na patuloy nating i-proclaim ang kabutihan, kabaitan at kaligtasan ng Diyos sa ating buhay. Siyempre, may nakakabit dyan siguro na wag na nating balikan ang ating pagkamakasalanan, wag na nating balikan ang ating pagkamatigas na ulo, wag na nating pagbalikan ang ating pagkamakasarili, no? Kundi patuloy nating pasalamatan ang Diyos by living a life that is pleasing to God, thanking Him for the blessings that we receive, thanking Him for the health that we experience every day, we enjoy every day, thanking Him for the life that He has given to us, and of course, the forgiveness of our sins, at higit sa lahat na mapabilang pa rin tayo sa kapisanan ng Diyos ng mga banal doon sa kalangitan. No? Because kung hindi naman tayo magpapasalamat sa Diyos, no, we will not appreciate the kindness that the Lord has given to us, at ang epekto nito sa ating buhay ay we are always grumbling, no? We are always complaining, we are always presumpting, no, that something bad is happening with our world, no? Palagi na lang tayong magko-complain, no, at makikita yung imbes na kabutihan sa mundo ay kamalian ng ating kapwa-tao, ang kamalian ng mundo na ito, no? At the people are good at finding that, no? Na akala mo terrible na ang nangyayari sa ating mundo. Miserable na ang ating mundo dahil puno na lang ng kasalanan, puno ng katiwalian, puno ng mga hindi natin ma-explain na evil sa mundo na ito. And instead, no, we look at the good that God has done in our life, and in that way, makapagpapasalamat pa rin tayo sa Kanya na sa kabila ng lahat. We can still see the goodness of God in our life, at ang blessing ng Diyos ay patuloy pa rin inagagawad sa atin sa buhay na ito. No? So we thank God, no? At higit sa lahat, no? At we are experiencing the goodness of God, and we want to proclaim Him in our life, no? That is the way to thank God, and we learn from this gospel reading that we have today, no? That patuloy pa rin tayong magpasalamat at alalahanin ang kabutihan at ang kabaitan ng Diyos, because that is the way, no, to live our life, and that is the way towards heaven and our salvation, because we acknowledge God as our God, and God who heals and forgives sins, and God who restores us to His friendship, the God of our salvation. May God bless each one of us.